Ever heard of a grasshopper that can grow as big as 4 inches long? Yeah, I'm talking about a grasshopper that's larger than life, and it's not just a handful for a farmer. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the hedge grasshopper, one of the largest grasshoppers out there. And trust me, it's more than just a big bug. This is an insect from Australia, because where else, right? That's both a loner and, when it feels like it, part of a destructive gang. Let's hop right in, pun intended. So just how big are these guys? Well, the hedge grasshopper ranges from 1.5 to 3 inches in length. But hold on, because some of them, especially the females, can stretch up to a massive 4 inches. And yeah, that's a grasshopper we're talking about, not your average pet lizard. These hefty hoppers are massive in the world of insects. They're like the sumo wrestlers of the grasshopper world. But here's the twist. They're not just big, they're also irresistible, especially if you're a predator with an appetite for extra-large snacks. Imagine being so tasty that you're at the top of the menu for predators like mantises and lynx spiders. These predators can't seem to resist them. Now, most hedge grasshoppers have to be quick on their feet, or should I say wings, to avoid being devoured. But let's face it, when you're nearly the size of a small bird, sneaking around becomes a bit of a challenge, doesn't it? And where can you find these gigantic grasshoppers? The hedge grasshopper is distributed across the northern parts of mainland Australia. That's right, the land famous for its deadly animals also happens to be home to these big beauties. What's even more interesting? These creatures are solitary, unsociable, and they don't really hang out with other grasshoppers. Except, of course, when they feel like causing trouble. Think of them as the loners who are happy to be by themselves until there's an opportunity for a bit of mayhem. Usually, hedge grasshoppers mind their own business, but when they decide to team up, they become like a gang of hooligans. An unruly bunch that gets together for one thing: destruction. Whether it's a crop of coffee berries or other tasty plants, a small group of these guys can inflict serious damage, and they do it fast. Kind of like a team of misfit troublemakers with mischief on their minds. You've got to admit, it's kind of impressive. These massive grasshoppers are basically the rebels of the insect world. They go solo most of the time, but when there's an opportunity to cause chaos, they're all in. And while they're busy gnawing through crops, farmers are left scratching their heads, trying to figure out how to deal with a group of oversized, hungry grasshoppers. So, there you have it. The hedge grasshopper, a loner by nature, but when it feels like making some noise, it's all about teamwork. Well, destructive teamwork. From their incredible size to their taste for trouble, these grasshoppers are just another reason Australia's wildlife is both fascinating and, well, a bit intimidating. Next time you're in Australia and see a grasshopper that looks a little too big for comfort, maybe give it some space. Unless you're a fan of giant bugs with an appetite for destruction. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing animal content, and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite massive insect? See you next time.